This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Israel's intensifying its aerial bombardment and ground invasion of Gaza. Palestinian officials say the death toll has topped 8,300, including over 3,400 children. On Friday, Israeli ground troops, backed by tanks and armored bulldozers, entered Gaza amidst a communication blackout that cut off contact, electricity, and cellular service between Gaza and the rest of the world. Communications have now been partially restored. On Friday, the UN General Assembly overwhelmingly voted in support of a humanitarian truce, but Israel and the United States voted against the resolution. Massive demonstrations calling for a ceasefire in Gaza continued this weekend, including here in New York City. On Friday night, thousands of members of Jewish Voice for Peace New York City and their allies shut down the main terminal of Grand Central Station during rush hour. It's the largest sit-in protest the city has seen in over 2 decades. Many wore shirts that said, "Not in our name." Banners were unfurled reading, "Palestinians should be free," and "Israelis demand ceasefire now." One sign read, "Never again for anyone." The multiracial, intergenerational movement says about 400 people were arrested, including rabbis, famous actors, and elected officials. Democracy Now! Was there. Today, we bring you some of the voices at Grand Central, including Rosalind Paczewski, professor of political science at Hunter College.
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! My name is Rosalind Paczewski. I'm here with maybe 1,000 others, a lot of us Jews, but we are here to protest the genocide that is happening in our name. It has to stop. We are crying every minute. When we listen to your show, we are crying. I have a dear friend, Mohammed, with his little family in Gaza. He almost got blown up today. We can't let this go on. We believe in justice and the right to live for everyone. But Palestinians have been the victims of oppression for 75 years, and it has to stop. That's why we're here, to say not in our name. I am older than the state of Israel.
There's Jewish prayers in the background. The sun is going down, and it's the Jewish Sabbath.
It is. And on Shabbat, we have to pray. We have to recommit ourselves to justice. I believe that Judaism and Jewish ethics, this is how I grew up thinking, are about justice and about Rabbi Hillel's statement, if I am not for myself, who am I? And if I'm only for me, what am I doing here? I glossed over it a little bit. And if not now, when? Now. Peace now. Ceasefire now. President Biden and Blinken, listen to what people are telling you, especially the young people and lots of Jews.
Let Gaza live! Let Gaza live! Let Gaza live! Let Gaza live!
My name is India Moore. I'm standing here. I'm resisting and protesting in solidarity with Jews, trans people, queer people, black and brown victims of colonization, and Americans, just like you and I, to stand against our tax dollars being used to decimate Palestinians. And we're standing for peace, we're standing for compassion, and we're standing for a self-determinating justice and liberated Palestine. Free Palestine, stop!
Jewish pediatricians are calling for stopping the killing of children and their families, calling for a ceasefire now and not in our name. I've never been prouder to be a pediatrician when back on Friday, October 13th, thoroughly mainstream organization, the New York State chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, said that we stand with the children of Israel and the children of Gaza. We love all children, all families equally, and calling for an immediate ceasefire. So that was back on October 13th. Unfortunately, children and their families continue to be killed. These sorts of collective actions, collective responsibility is illegal. These sorts of mass killings of civilian areas, mass bombings of civilian areas are illegal and immoral. The United States should be leading to call for a ceasefire now. I've never been prouder of the 18 Congress persons who have called for a ceasefire now, and I'm calling on President Biden and Senator Schumer and my assembly person Nadler, please, these are not Jewish values. It is not a Jewish value to be dropping bombs on children, killing children and their families.
I am State Senator Jabari Brisport, the 25th State Senate District in Brooklyn, and I'm here calling for a ceasefire in order to allow for the release of hostages and humanitarian aid. I carry the Not on Our Dime legislation with Assemblymember Mamdani, which will stop New York from allowing for fake charities that claim to be charities to help Israeli citizens, but actually fund displacement and destruction and settler violence in Palestinian territory.
Are you planning to get arrested today?
I got arrested a week ago, and I'm going to let others step up today. I got arrested a week ago at a sit-in outside Senator Gillibrand's office, asking her to start calling for a ceasefire.
My name is Zohran Mamdani. I'm an assembly member for parts of Astoria and Long Island City, and I'm here today to join thousands of Jewish New Yorkers, rabbis, and allies to say that the time is now for an immediate ceasefire.
Are you willing to get arrested?
I'm not going to be getting arrested today because I was arrested 2 weeks ago, and I was advised to not get arrested immediately after.
What were you arrested for?
I was arrested for civil disobedience, for disorderly conduct. I was arrested alongside Assembly Member Marcella Matenis in front of Senator Chuck Schumer's home, calling on him to support the demand for an immediate ceasefire.
What does it mean to you that on this Shabbos, this Jewish Sabbath, thousands of Jews are here at Grand Central saying ceasefire now?
It shows that what we have been told about the consent for this genocide is not true. So many of the Jewish New Yorkers here are struggling through heartbreak and mourning of October 7th, and they have made it very clear that do not use their heartbreak, their tragedy, as the justification for the genocide of Palestinians. In over 2.5 weeks, we've already seen more than 7,000 Palestinians be killed, close to 3,000 Palestinian children, one Palestinian child killed every 15 minutes. These New Yorkers and so many across the state are saying the time is now for a ceasefire, and if you're not calling for it, you're supporting a genocide.
Sandy Nurse. I'm a council member to the 37th District.
And you represent what area of the city?
Bushwick, Cypress Hills, Brownsville, East New York, City Line.
And why are you here today?
I'm here today to stand in solidarity with Jews, Muslims, allies, because we believe in a free Palestine. We believe in a Palestine without military occupation. We believe that we need to end this genocidal war, and we do not believe that our dollars, our tax dollars, should be used to bomb other children. We don't believe that unjustified murder of one set of children brings about murder for another set of children. We need to end this war, and we need to move towards a peaceful solution.
Are you a credentialed member of the media? I'm going to ask you as a courtesy, please, to leave the steps. They're playing an announcement that people who are obstructing the steps, they're in violation. They're going to start possibly making arrests. So if you're a credentialed member of the media, I'm going to ask you for the same courtesy. If you please leave the area.
If you refuse to leave these premises, you will be arrested on the charge of criminal trespass. If you do not accompany the arresting officer voluntarily to the prisoner
What's your name?
I'm Phi.
And why are you getting arrested?
I was born in a refugee camp in the Philippines. I'm Vietnamese. I am a child of imperialism. So I can't see it go on. I can't see it continue.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
My name is Jane Hirschman. I'm here because my family survived the Holocaust, but many did not. My parents were Holocaust survivors, and there's one thing I learned: never again means never again for anyone. We don't condone this, and Netanyahu better stop the bombing of Gaza. You know, this didn't start with Hamas. This started in 1948, when 750,000 Palestinians were removed from where they lived in order to set up a Jewish state. So these people that they're killing in Gaza, they were moved to Gaza because of the 1948 Nakba, which means catastrophe. And now they're going to eliminate them, kill them, or move them somewhere else. And it's got to stop. And Jews, American Jews, have to step up and say, not in our name, not with our tax money. You cannot do this kind of genocide in front of our eyes or ever again.
Are you getting arrested?
Oh yeah, I am. My whole family's here. I'm here with my daughters, my grandchildren. They're not getting arrested. They moved out. My husband, we're all here together. There are 13 of us.
Never again for anyone! Never again for anyone! Never again is now! Never again is now!
I'm here to support the people of Gaza, the people who are currently experiencing a genocide. It's disgusting that our government has enabled this, and so we're here shutting down Grand Central to show that we, the people here, will not tolerate that.
Arrest me because I have a cane. They won't arrest me. I want to get arrested. They're refusing. Yes, I want to get arrested.
All right, well, okay. Stand up.
Okay.
You need help?
I need help standing up.
It's unbelievable. Thank
Put your
you.
hands behind your back.
I need my cane.
We'll get it.
My name is Joyce Rabbits.
Throw your cane for a second.
I think that it's really
Let go of your
important
cane for a second.
that there's a ceasefire.
Let go of your cane one second, can you let go of your cane for a second?
I let go of my cane.
I'll give it right back to you. I'm going to give it right back to you.
That there's a ceasefire, that people stop killing each other. We have to stop killing each other. We won't get rid of Hamas. We won't get rid of an idea. We might get rid of the organization. We might get rid of all of the people in Gaza. All of the Palestinians might be killed, but the idea won't die. Freedom won't die.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Voices from the historic Jewish Voice for Peace protest on Friday that shut down Grand Central Station in New York City. Protesters were calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. About 400 people were arrested in what's believed to be the largest sit-in protest New York has seen in over 2 decades.